Steve Gamache here with a Chef Knives to Go quick look product video on the Shun Classic 4-inch paring knife. Mark should have my overview video of this classic series on the classic Shun Classic product page, and that has some general information I wanted to include that I didn't have to repeat in every individual video, so you can look at that for more information if you're interested. This line of knives has a core steel of VG10 stainless and heat treat rating of about 60 to 61 Rockwell. The style of blade construction is a multi-layered stainless steel Damascus cladding over the top of that core steel. So you can see the edge steel exposed there at the core, and then you can see the layers of Damascus cladding over the top of that. The weight on this knife is 2.3 ounces, 66 grams, so ever so slightly heavier than the 3.5-inch paring knife. Blade length is 106 millimeters, so a little over 4 inches, and the overall length is about 8.6. The spine at the base is basically the same as the 3.5-inch version. It's about 1.8 millimeter. Holds that a fair amount of the way through till you hit the grind of the blade where it tapers off down towards the edge. And then the blade height is 23 millimeters, so ever so slightly taller than the 3.5-inch version. And they've got their standard D-shaped pack-of-wood handle with the bolster and the wasp styling on it. Great fit and finish on this knife. You've got enough height at the heel here or at the base here, so you've got a little bit of a heel, choil area, I should say, and you can get your finger behind there and not kind of slide over it and whack your finger and cut it like you could on some paring knives. So that's kind of nice to have a little bit of height there, a little choil in the back. This knife is a little longer, of course, than the 3.5, and doesn't have quite as pointy of a tip to it. But if you've got larger hands and the 3.5 might be a little small for you, or you want to do larger ingredients, maybe do some more slicing or things where you want this to become a little more of a double-duty knife, maybe a small utility knife versus a straight, maybe 3.5-inch or 3-inch paring knife. This could be something you're interested in. Fit and finish is great. The blade's pretty stiff. It's a good performing blade, though. Great edge out of the box. Could use a little tooth, but it's a nicely polished, nicely done bevel on it. Good balance. The balance point's going to be back here because it's a very light blade. Let's bring in the 3.5 just so you can see for comparison. I did the same thing on that video for that product. So the 3.5, you've got similar size handles on them, basically the same handle, but the blade is longer. The 3.5, you've got a little bit more of a pointed tip on it, but other than that, they're quite similar. One's just a little bit longer and slightly taller than the other one. So the 3.5 probably gets recommended a little more often than the 4, but they're both available if you have a need for a slightly longer paring knife. So there you have a nicely executed, really comfortable paring knife, the Shun Classic Paring 4-inch knife. Steve Gamache here with a Chef Knives to Go quick look product video on the Shun Classic 4-inch paring knife. Mark should have my overview video of this classic series on the classic Shun Classic product page,